All right, Andor, episode 9, 49 glorious minutes called Nobody is Listening. And I'm thinking, that might be a good new name for my channel. All right, episode 9, yeah, it bored the pants off me. It was fine, but yeah, it's kind of boring. My pants were off. I had to go find sweatpants for my little dance that I did there. I mean, that Han Zoro did for you. So things start off good. I thought Deidre is interrogating a sweaty Bix. That's what I wanted to see. And Bix is just giving crumbs, and Deidre gets really, really close and tells Bix, the worst thing you can do is bore me. And I'm thinking, I want to say that to this show, but I keep coming back for more every week, so why bother saying it? And then, yeah, Deidre gets really, really close to Bix, and I thought, oh, you know, there's going to be a kiss there, but then, you know, Deidre backs off at the last second and doesn't kiss Bix, and then Bix is turned over to this, like, torture doctor, Dr. Gorst. And then we go to Supreme Leader Snoke, a very young version without the scars, is watching Andor make widgets. So right where we left off last episode. Then we go right back to Dr. Gorst, who talks way too much about the background of these headphones. I know he's trying to psych Bix out. But then he puts the headphones on Bix, and then I guess turns them on, and she starts screaming. So it must be really, really painful. I don't know. Andor plans his escape from the prison. He's watching a new prisoner arrive and talking to another prisoner and saying, you know, when they do that, we can probably jump them and get out of here. We can take the guard's gun and go for it. And then we go back to Bix. She's unconscious, and they stop torturing her. Deidre keeps her alive because she's the only person that can identify, I don't know, Luthen? I don't know. I wasn't really keeping track of things. Again, the dialogue is really good. It feels like a novel. I like it. The writing is fine. Everything looks fantastic, as we'll discuss here. It's just, you know, I mean, there's slow burn, and then there's like crawl burn or dead stop burn. Yeah, it's kind of what we got here. All right, so this episode gets a little bit better because we get my girl, Mon Milfma, right? I can't take credit for that. You guys were lighting up the comment section last week. Mon Milfma gives a speech to the Senate against the Pord Law. And I like the Senate. Looks great. Looks better than the prequels. Looks awesome. And I really like this because a lot of the senators are going to support the law because they want to kiss ass to the Empire, I guess, or getting paid or whatever. So a lot of the senators in those like discs, they'll turn off the light on their disc. That's their way of like ignoring the speaker or objecting to the speaker. I thought that was kind of cool. I like that a lot. That was neat. And then Mon Milfma goes back to her fancy car, and her driver says, hey, your cousin has stopped by to visit. We go back to Andor. Andor and the prisoners are in that bridge thing, and there's a ruckus. You know how they communicate sign language to the other bridges? There's a ruckus about level 2. Something has happened on level 2. And Supreme Leader Snoke, the young, unscarred version, tells everyone to keep it down. Yeah, so we're not sure what's going on in level 2 right now. Then we go back to Mon Milfma, and we find out that her cousin is Vel. How about that? Quinkadink. So Vel's there. She's looking all cleaned up and sporty. And then we go back to Andor. Andor, it's Betty Bye time, sleepy time for Andor and Snoke. And Andor is asking Snoke, how many guards are on each level? And Snoke's like, shut the hell up. I only got so many shifts left. I'm going to get out of here. My time is almost up as far as my sentence, and you need to shut the hell up. So he does not answer. And he also thinks that people are listening. The Imperials are listening to their conversations. And Andor's like, they're listening to us here? All they want is that the widgets get made and all that jazz. They don't care about what we're saying. Nobody is listening, hence the title of this episode. Then we find out that there is a rumor. I think they're back on the little bridges. And there's a rumor that the prison fried the prisoners on level 2. There was like a mistake with like an inmate, and yeah. So after that, Supreme Leader Snoke is starting to see the light. Like, I don't think I'm going to get out of here when my sentence is up. They're just going to fry us or fry me. Then we go to Karn. It's been so long since we've been visiting Karn, and Karn is with his horrendous mother. And the mother is absolutely bitching at Karn for being like a tenant and not being able to like hold a job. And I was thinking, man, I think Karn would gladly wear those Imperial torture headphones than listen to his mother any longer. But he's a trooper. He's a sport. And apparently he got a promotion. So his mom was happy and switched her tune, being the fickle lady she is. And then we go to Vel dining with Mon Milfma. It was pretty uneventful. But we go back to Karn. That's what this episode likes to do. It likes to like be with Karn, leave Karn, come right back to Karn. Be with Bix, leave Bix for Andor, come right back to Bix. Anyway, we're with Karn, and Karn is like stalking Deidre, like some serious stalker stuff going on. And he admits he's stalking her and says, we both want the same thing. We want Cassian Andor. So, date me? I don't know what he wanted. He wanted a job or go out on a date, it felt like. And he like grabs her at one point. But Deidre, Deidre's saying, I could have you put away for this and all kinds of stuff. But Deidre's hesitating. I think there is something going on here between Deidre and Karn. So, Deidre's playing hard to get, but man, Karn is persistent. He just might seal the deal here. But on this occasion, Deidre basically says, go away now, like our favorite YouTuber does. And then Tay is talking to Mon Milfma. Tay's that banker guy, and apparently Tay did some investigating, and Mon Milfma's bank account looks suspiciously low, so he says, you got to get a loan from like this thug guy, and she doesn't want to get a loan from the thug guy. And we go to Deidre planning stuff. I wasn't understanding that. Something to do with like a ship, and I don't know. And then we go to a doctor treating Olaf, the prisoner Olaf. Apparently he's not feeling good. He can't stand up. So when they get to the bridge, Olaf starts like collapsing. So they call this like doctor guy. They call the guards. And Olaf only had like 40 shifts left. He's been there a long time. But the doctor comes and Olaf has had a stroke. And the doctor euthanizes him. So almost got it done, Olaf, but yeah. And then Snoke, while he has the doctor present and the guard distracted, sort of, but not really, demands that the doctor tell him what happened on level 2. And the doctor does get distracted, and the doctor tells Andor and Snoke that there was a mistake on level 2 and all the prisoners were killed. So now Snoke knows he's not getting out of this prison. So Andor asks Snoke how many guards are on each level, like he did the night before, right before Betty by time, and Snoke would not answer. But this time, Snoke is going to answer never more than 12 guards on each level. So, yeah, that's about it. So I think we're going to get a jailbreak in episode 10. Oh, guys. I mean, there's nothing to make fun of. And it's very hard to make this entertaining. Who is still watching this show? I am. I hope it leads to something good. The jailbreak might be interesting. And then I think they still need, I forget how many episodes are left. There might be a lot. And then it's got to actually like lead to something kind of cool. No Luthen this episode. I like it when Luthen's in the episode, but I don't know, guys. It's a little rough. It's well done. It looks marvelous, as Hans Wara would say. The writing is nice. It's like a novel. That's cool. It's like watching a novel. Yeah, that's exactly what this is like. I don't hate it. I'm eating my dinner, and I got Andor on for like 49 minutes. But is it great? It's not great. Am I ever going to watch it again? No, I'm not. That's the new test for all this crap we've been getting for the past, 4, 5, 6 years. Like, I'm going to watch it, but am I ever going to watch it again? And most of this stuff, 95% of this, I'm never going to watch again. There's a lot of disposable content. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm never going to sit through Andor again and watch each episode. I'm going to watch it once. I'm going to live my life and I'm going to die. And I'm never going to watch Andor again. Where, A New Hope, I've watched it probably 100 times and I'm going to watch it 100 times more, hopefully, God willing. So it's just weird how the state of, our movies and TV shows today, they're very, very disposable. With that said, for those of you who are still with me, I congratulate you. What I will recommend, Star Wars-wise, is the Jedi Tales animated series. Is it written by Dave Filoni? Directed by Dave Filoni? Perhaps produced by Dave Filoni? And I feel, I sensed George Lucas on this animated show. Because these 15-minute episodes, you can sit down and watch it in one evening. I think it's like, 6, 7, 15-minute episodes. It felt like George Lucas. It felt like the Clone Wars. It felt like Star Wars. There's a lot of magic. So the animated series is basically going to follow young Ahsoka Tano. I'm not spoiling anything. And a young Count Dooku. And has a lot of backstory that's very needed. If you're a big Star Wars nerd like me, you're going to go, oh, all of this was kind of cool seeing. So I highly, highly, highly recommend Tales of the Jedi. Oh, here, it's right there. What is that? What's it called? Tales of the Jedi. There it is. I don't know how many episodes. But yeah, I highly recommend that. It feels like Star Wars. So much so that I was thinking, is George Lucas sending facsimiles to Dave Filoni late at night? Some ideas, because suspicious about this one. It felt a lot like the Clone Wars when George Lucas was in charge. So go check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think. We really don't want to talk about Andor. We can talk about Tales of the Jedi. I guess I made the wrong video tonight. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Wow, that's like a 9-minute take I just did. Everybody have a great day, a great week. I will see you soon. And as always, I will see you on the new